Okay, imagine this. The sun is setting on a magical forest, and as the night creatures begin chirping and talking, you start to see little flashing yellow lights. What are they? That's right, they're fireflies. This soap is a highly, highly, highly requested remake of our Fairy Nights soap. But this one has a stamp dedicated to fireflies instead of fairies. And if you like it, it's actually already available at royaltysoaps.com. If it hasn't sold out already, of course. And also on TikTok Shop. So without further ado, let's make this soap together. Well, soap lovers, this is a soap remake that has been highly requested, and I'm really excited to get started. Not only because I love the design, but also because the fragrance is our own custom in-house blend, and it's just delightful. We're going to blend it up with our stick blender. This one's from Makesy. I also like the ones from Amazon, and both of those are a really good price. This container is from Chef Mart, I think is what it's called. And then the oils inside are my 5-oil traditional classic royalty soaps blend that I have been using for years. And it's free down in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and pour off some of our batter accents. This soap is supposed to look sort of like a starry night landscape. So the colors are going to be very dark. This layer right here is going to symbolize the ground. And then this is going to be one of our accent layers for the sky. These two layers, I'm gonna move off to the side for now. And we're gonna mix up our ground layer. Add in our color. Gonna mix that up real quick. Awesome. Gonna take that off, tear out my scale, and we'll add in the fragrance. This fragrance blend is really sweet. There is a hint of pomegranate in there, some apples, a bit of sage. So it smells not only very, very fragrant, but a good mix of fruity and herbal. Blend that up. And we're going to pour this into our workshop heritage mold. Once again, this is going to symbolize the ground at night when the fireflies are out. So we wanted it to be very dark because the colors sitting on top of it are going to symbolize the night sky, and you're viewing it as a landscape. This fragrance performs beautifully in cold process soap, doesn't set up too fast, and doesn't make it too runny, and gives me plenty of working time for the next layer. Fun fact, my siblings and I realized we have never actually had the enjoyment of a firefly night pretty much anywhere. Fireflies I know can be found in Texas, but even though we live in the countryside, I feel like we're still probably too far away from the city. And I also know a lot of people have remarked that they have seen less and less fireflies over the years. My parents said they used to be everywhere when they were growing up, but sadly that is not the case anymore. I don't know if they've just migrated or moved on. Now we're gonna add in our blue color. Now this is a custom blue. It's gorgeous, and I have added some gold mica that will be present once the bars have cured. It's not gonna fade into the background. You're still gonna be able to see those gorgeous flecks of gold once the bars are cut. All right, I think I scrapey that little container as much as I possibly could. We're gonna add our purple in to this container. Scrape that one as well. Then I'm gonna mix up this blue. All right, let's blend it all up now that the fragrance has been added. All right, let us combine these colors. Going to leave a little bit in for the top, but not much. And this is gonna be a super heavy pour. However, our base is nice and hard, so hopefully nothing goes wrong. Okay, so far so good. Just gonna move this around a little bit. Awesome. Oh, this couldn't have gone more perfectly. Okay, wow, that looks perfect. Let me go ahead and scrape the inside of my container real quick. That ended up so perfect, I honestly don't even need anything for the top, but you know, since I have it, let's go ahead and add it. Just kind of drizzle it all around. Same thing for this super, super pretty accent color. That is a keeper. Now we're going to add some oil drizzle all over the top. Just let this sink in over time. Gonna go in with a little bit of our purple glitter as well. This is super sparkly. Wow, this is turning out even better than the first time. It looks so good. Fragrance is literally smelling up the whole room. Add a little bit more all around, and we're good. Now we're going to add a brand new bio glitter. This is Alchemy from 𝘊𝘭𝘢𝘺𝘆. I've been waiting so long to use this. I mean, look at that sparkle up close. Ooh, the original soap had gold and silver, and so this one will as well. And that is it for now. This soap looks incredible. I am going to cover it up and put it to sleep until tomorrow, where we will cut it open and take a peek at the inside after this quick commercial break. Look at the sparkles on this soap the next day. I love using the Enviro glitters. They do such a marvelous job of being gorgeous and sparkly in the cold process soap. So this is what the soap looks like on the inside. Very swirly, a very, very fragrant soap. Every single bar looks so good. It's very sweet. It's a little bit of a moody scent, I would say, but this is probably the strongest fragrance of the SUMMERFLIES lineup. So if you really like a strong smelling bar, this is the one. And look at the top, so pretty. This soap turned out wonderfully, per usual. And you know, I didn't show the stamping of the soap on camera, but this is what our little stamp looks like. The next soap that we're going to make together is actually a simple design, but it was a little bit difficult to pull off, and you will see what I mean. Today's soap, I hope, will be simple yet effective. It did take a very long time to make the embeds for this. They are cold process embeds, and probably the most time-consuming embed we've ever made. But if the concept proves out, it will be well worth it. So let's blend this up. Let's go ahead and get our first layer started. This is going to be our dirt layer that our radishes will be sitting in. Glad to know this will just barely fit. Let's go ahead and add our color to it, and we're gonna blend it up. This looks perfect. Let's add our fragrance. This is a super beautiful herbaceous blend, and I'm just gonna start by mixing it by hand just because this container is really full. And now that everything has been blended, I can add this to my slab mold and get it as flat as possible. Pour it in very slowly, very delicately. And I'm gonna scrape out all the soap in my container because we won't be putting any of that on top. The top is gonna represent the sky. Now you can probably see on the mold all these little marks. This is where we have to add the embeds, and I have asked Caleb to join me for this part. Okay, so is this supposed to mark where each one should go?
Just put it straight down.
Okay. Okay, 1, 2. Oh man, I only have to do this 12 times.
Great job.
Thank you. I am honestly barely breathing. Man, I hope this is right. How are we going to get it that close to the edge?
Well, we're just going to try our best.
Yeah.
Also, we have these.
Oh yes! Clompers!
Yeah!
All right, let's start with this first one. Now, the goal here, again, make it as straight as possible, but also to get the radish almost completely pushed into the brown, but almost none of the green, because these are supposed to look like radishes that are ripe for the picking.
Let's see if I can sneak this into the corner.
Okay, go right ahead.
Oh.
I got the easier side.
Oh. It's difficult.
Remember, part of the radish can be poking up, but we can't have the green in the mud.
How would it be green if it was growing underground?
Yeah, exactly. But part of the radish popping up actually means that the radish is ready to be picked. So that's okay. I actually think this may work. I had my doubts at first, but because you made all those good
marky marks?
Yeah, all those good marky marks. You are too young for that reference.
Shout out to Mark Wahlberg.
Why is this ripply on the top? Do you see that?
Yeah, it's like you sprayed it, but you didn't.
I know.
It's weird.
It is, yeah.
Why is it sweating?
I don't know.
That sweat's making me sweat. What's wrong with it? I think you could have done this without me.
You still get much credit for helping.
Thank you. What a fun idea.
Truly, this was my mother's idea. I doubt whenever she created this that she knew just exactly how much time it was gonna take.
No, we all made it seem very easy.
We were like, oh sure, Mom, that's a great idea. And then later we were like, why did we say that?
Yeah. That'll be a great thing for Shelly to have to spend weeks trying to figure out.
Exactly, and boy did she. She literally spent weeks trying to figure this out.
There was a couple different ways that she tried. We could have piped in the red and piped in the green, or pre-piped it and put it on top of one another. And eventually she decided that looks were better than
time spent. We're probably losing money on these pours.
Yeah.
From the sheer amount of time spent. That's okay. This was a passion project. What can we say? All right, let's add in our blue for the sky. Caleb's hanging around because, let's face it, he wants to see what this looks like.
Bye-bye.
Time to blend. Time for the fragrance. Really hoping that's a paranormal color morph. It was really hard to tell for the bottom layer. I'm pretty sure it is, though. I've used this fragrance many times. I gotta hurry, though, because it does set up, which was the reason I picked it. I didn't want to have to wait forever for this. All right, gonna pour that over the top. I'm gonna tap it down so it gets all the air bubbles out. And we're going to texture the top pretty lightly. Then I'm gonna kind of go down the middle of each bar and make sure that it gets a little bit of texture here in the middle. Should be almost perfectly in the middle because Caleb made all of those marks. Beautiful. What a gorgeous texture. Now, just for fun, I'm going to take a little bit of this sea glass mica and I'm going to put it down the middle of each bar, just sort of like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. My mom didn't add anything to the top of this, but I know her and I know that she loves a little bit of extra. All right, and that's it. Man, I can't wait to see what that looks like tomorrow. I hope our placement is perfect, but we're gonna have to wait 18 to 24 hours before we can come and look at the inside of that. So stay tuned. For the first time in my life, I think I actually placed everything correctly. Hooray! The blue looks good, the brown looks good, but will the radishes look good? Okay, guys. Big reveal! Oh yeah, look at our radishes. This one also smells really, really good. I can't believe this worked. After some other soaps I made this month, it's really nice to have a win that's so cute and tangible, but I can tell y'all, it is gonna be a long time before I do any more sculpted layers or cane embeds. This soap was so much trouble, but it legitimately is so cute, and the fragrance over time has become even more lovely. It smells very elevated. There's this tiny just teeny tiny hint of spice. It's very herbal. It's very clean. It's literally like the perfect smell for a soap bar. And like I said earlier, both of the soaps that we made in this video today are actually already available on royaltysoaps.com and TikTok Shop. This is what they look like in their packaging. And we do have all 4 of the artisan soaps that we made in the SUMMERFLIES collection available at a discounted price with free shipping to the United States, if you're really digging like the entire collection. And I hope you guys have an absolutely royal day. Do something fun for yourself today. Maybe you want to go on a little firefly hunt or do a little bit of gardening. You know, I don't care what you do. Just do something for you, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye for now. Meow.